Going on, everybody? This is Axelrod, formerly Draco Dragon 09. We are gonna have a Game of the Year video, and I've been struggling about whether I want to do this or not. And it really just comes down to there were some great games that I played this year, and I'm just gonna get straight up in it. The best one that I played this year was Divinity Original Sin 2. That game kind of came out of nowhere for me, and it also surpassed like every expectation that I had. I went into that game. I watched a few streamers play it. I was doing my research on it, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna give it a shot. I played the first one. I never finished it, but I enjoyed what I played. I knew it was brutal though, and this was one of the first, or this was the first game that I actually decided, I'm gonna play on the hardest difficulty, tactician mode. And I never do that. If you watch the rest of my videos, I do not play on the hardest difficulty. More difficulty does not mean more fun for me, but I did it anyways. And you know what? It was brutal, but it was extremely enjoyable. When we arrived at the fort, there was so much stuff to do. When we left the fort and started exploring the island, it was crazy. It was one of the best experiences I've had in one of those types of games. And I don't really play that many CRPGs or anything like that. So it was really nice. The voice acting was really wonderful, and the length of game really took me by surprise because when we fight at the end of the first island, I thought that was the end of the game. And I was satisfied with that. That was like 30 hours of gameplay, and every single hour was extremely satisfying and just a ton of fun. But then it just went on to the next area, and it just kept going, and it was fantastic. I couldn't recommend that game any more than I already have. I highly recommend it. Ran into some bugs. Bugs are going to be in every game. I don't think bugs should deter you or you know color the game any differently. Game breaking bugs are always going to be something that's there. If it's not deleting your progress or your save files or something like that, you can move past that. And that's exactly what I did. I ran into a bug at the very end of the game, the final fight, and I just messed around, and hey, I got it to trigger, and it was great. So Divinity Original Sin 2, that's my game of the year. I do have some honorable mentions though. Zelda Breath of the Wild, that just reinvented Zelda for me. And there were a lot of things that people thought were bad design, that they didn't like it, specifically like the weapon durability. And I wasn't the biggest fan of the weapon durability either, but it didn't ruin the game for me, and I'm not holding that against the game. The game is absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend that one too. Horizon Zero Dawn, that's another great game. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I just finished that, and that game was a really surprising game as well. I had just got into Xenoblade this year, and it's something that's on my radar probably forever. It's going to be one of those franchises where I'm going to keep an eye on it and keep looking forward to playing games in that franchise because I'm totally invested. I love the story, the characters, I love the world. They do such a good job. And it's not a game of the year or games of the year video for me if I don't remark on the most disappointing game as well, which, unfortunately has to be Mass Effect Andromeda. And I want to make it apparent and make a point that it's not because it's a bad game. Mass Effect Andromeda is a decent game. It does a lot of things right. That jump jet is probably one of the most enjoyable things in any Mass Effect game. It's so much fun just to jump around. But at the end of the day, I wasn't feeling invested in the characters and the story with the time that I put into it. And, I had to set that one down. I had a high expectations for that one, and usually expectations don't ruin a game for me, but for whatever reason, it just happened with Mass Effect Andromeda. So those are my games of the year. We got Divinity Original Sin 2 holding the top spot. Zelda Breath of the Wild as an honorable mention. We got Xenoblade Chronicles 2. There was a lot of other good games. You know, I'm gonna post uh, some of the great games that I played this year that came out this year. But I played a lot of games this year too. I replayed Legend of Dragoon. I played Tales of Berseria. Played a lot of good games. I can't wait for 2018. Looking forward to Nino Kuni 2, a game. I don't know what's going on with that game. The combat is an enigma to me, but that's my most anticipated game right now. Next to like Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7 remake. It's gonna be a good year for gaming 2018, just as 2017 was pretty good. The Switch, good console. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We're waiting for that Super Smash Brothers. So yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. Hope you like the videos. You know, I'm gonna keep streaming. I'm gonna keep posting the videos. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a great year in streaming. I started streaming in 2016 November, and it's been a wild ride. I'm learning so much. The thumbnail game, like Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'll be messing around with the thumbnail game on that one, and you people are crazy by clicking the thumbnail game, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to read the YouTube audience, but I'm working on it. I'm hoping I can put out some content that you guys are at least proud to watch or happy to watch. And I'm more than happy to accept criticisms and you know just tell me your thoughts. Leave a comment or you know don't leave a comment. I'm happy for the view. So hope you have a great holiday. This video will probably go up when it's done rendering or whatever. But it's been a great 2017. Have a lot of projects on the list. Release in 2018. Might release another video talking about all that stuff. But have a good one. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and peace out.